ring the bell.
Light heavyweight action here in our second matchup. Joining me now at the commentator's desk, former light heavyweight champion several times over, the American Kickboxer.
Always a pleasure to join you here, Mr. Prazak. These two newcomers, I guess you might say, to the IWA ranks here.
Yes, Delirious made his debut back in Salem, Indiana on October 23rd, coming up on the short end of the stick against Jamie Cox. Tonight is Matt Sydal's debut. Both of these men compete in Missouri for Gateway Championship Wrestling as well. Both have appeared on NWA Total Nonstop Action pay-per-view. Very even matchup, size-wise.
And believe it or not, right now, IWA is the place to be for great up-and-coming wrestlers such as these guys right here. Great chain wrestling between the two right now.
Delirious very awkward in terms of his strategy in the ring. He's a little bit goofy. He has a few screws loose. And he uses that to his advantage, trying to take his opponent off guard. And
definitely a little bit of a psychological advantage because his opponent cannot see his face or see the damage that he is doing to him with the mask. A little bit, maybe a psychological advantage to a newcomer here to the IWA, Matt Sydal. Delirious, great wrestling right now between the two.
Matt Sydal with the side headlock on Delirious, trying to fight his way out of this hold. A couple of shots to the rib cage of Sydal, but keeping hold of that side headlock. Delirious back Sydal into the ropes. Sends him off. Big shoulder tackle. Down goes Delirious. Back on his feet. Gets knocked right back down. Step over by Sydal. Sweeps the legs of Sydal. Near fall for Delirious right there, but Sydal takes away his leg as well. And a clothesline, followed up by an elbow. Matt Sydal with a flurry of offense here, going after the arm of Delirious, but countered.
Great wrestling by these two right here in the IWA. Great wrestling.
Delirious backed into the corner. Referee Art Mendez asking for them to get out of the corner. They do.
Hold, counter, hold. What can you say? But these two newcomers to say here in IWA, putting on an impressive display of wrestling ability here in Highland.
Sydal able to move out of the way of Delirious's offense twice, make it 3 times, getting a little bit frustrated right now.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the frustration, even with the mask on.
Sydal comes right to the mouth with that elbow, and a Rana spikes him right on his head.
Big Huracan Rana. He used also that man's momentum to drive his head directly into the canvas.
Delirious able to duck the clothesline attempt, grabbing a waist lock on Matt Sydal.
Right now, I'm surprised that he's standing right up after that maneuver.
Landing on his feet. Delirious off the ropes, trying to gain the advantage right here. Side headlock takeover, takes Sydal down to the canvas.
Matt Sydal seems very well versed in the lucha style of wrestling, using the evasion of a pat by right there. Not very seen very often here in the American style of wrestling. Give it to both of these guys. They bring a lot to the table here at the IWA.
Definite up-and-comers in the light heavyweight ranks tonight. 3 of the best light heavyweights currently in the IWA to battle it out. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
I'll tell you what, the Sydal kid's really impressing me right here, Prazak. The aerial ability plus that moonsault drop kick that he just did, very impressive.
Delirious all the way out on the floor as Matt Sydal hits the rope. Baseball slide drop kick.
Sending him into the front row here.
And now Sydal maybe looking to take to the air right here.
Really high-risk offense by Matt Sydal right here.
Boot to the gut of Delirious. But Delirious saw that coming and knocks Sydal right off the ring rope.
I think Sydal might have telegraphed that just a little bit because Delirious was right there with a reaction or a counter to the Asai moonsault.
Maybe looking for belly-to-back suplex right here. Turns it into a backbreaker across the knee. The lower back of Matt Sydal just stretched over the knee of Delirious.
Right now he needs to stay on his man. This might just be a rookie mistakes from Delirious.
Just stomping away now. Delirious in control of the contest. Also tonight, Nigel McGuinness to take on the anarchist Eric Cannon. 2 men who competed in the Ted Petty Invitational Tournament.
I'll tell you, Nigel McGuinness, always impressive. Great series of maneuvers right there by this youngster Delirious to tie him up.
With hold of the arms across the throat of Matt Sydal, knees into the back, just trying to wear him out, maybe looking for a submission victory right here. Referee Art Mendez getting in there to see about his condition. Releases the hold.
Yeah, I don't know how smart that was to release a hold. He seemed to have his man in a position where he might have submitted right there.
Delirious grabbing a waistlock on Sydal, trying to break free. Standing switch. Going for the Missouri roll, but Delirious trying to block it. Elbows to the side of the head of Sydal. Drop kick. Maybe just sort of grazed him a little bit. Sydal still on his feet.
Turned him around. Sydal
and again landing on his feet.
This guy's
Full
really
Nelson.
impressive.
Waistlock, German suplex, nice bridge, but only 2.
He needs to get on his man right now. He not get discouraged by that. I'm telling you, I'm very impressed right now with these two guys here. This is my first chance to see both of these guys. And
Sydal butterflying the arms of Delirious and plants him face and chest first down on the canvas. 1, 2, gets that shoulder up just before the count.
That's a perfect, might call that move the nose job. He had nothing to protect his face there.
You guys want to see something? Here we go!
Stomp down onto the chest, Sydal to the second rope. Moonsault into a senton, twisting in the air.
Yeah, tumbleweed back senton, very impressive maneuver. I think he might have made a mistake right there, not going for a pinfall. He had his man apparently wore down. Maybe, well, he can tell more than I can being in the ring how wore down his opponent is.
Delirious comes charging, several clotheslines up in the corner. He's trying to wear out Sydal, sends him across the ring. No, reversal of the whip. Delirious takes the buckle. Looking for the advantage, spinning around. I told you he was a little bit weird, a little bit goofy. He doesn't have all of his marbles kickboxing.
No, he's
But see, he took him off guard. Sydal thought that Delirious had just taken his eyes off him, but he knew where he was at the whole time.
Maybe this guy right here has got a little bit more together than me and you would be led to believe.
Exactly. His panic attack, running knee right to the face in the corner.
Great ring generalship, knowing his position in the ring right there.
Pulls Sydal into the center of the ring.
I think he might be wasting some time right now, Mr. Prazak. He needs to definitely get down on this man.
And he's just making circles around him. Finally goes for the cover.
Yeah, that's that right
Maybe
there.
he is actually not all there.
Yeah, he's definitely proving he might be Delirious. Who knows? He had his man seemingly where he wanted him and just wasted time right there.
Delirious places his opponent up on the top rope. To the second turnbuckle he goes. Matt Sydal trying to fight his way out of this predicament. Down to the canvas goes Delirious. And Sydal all the way to the top rope right now. What's he looking for right here? Landing on his feet!
My God, did you see that?
Delirious moving out of the way of the shooting star press.
Feet, Prazak.
Goes out of the ring, but Sydal still hits a high-flying maneuver to the floor.
I have never seen that before in my life. Very impressive by this newcomer, Matt Sydal, landing on his feet out of a shooting star press, regaining his composure and hitting a dive to the outside.
Tremendous agility, much tremendosity here in your second match. Near fall for Sydal as they bring the action back inside the ring.
Very impressive. This kid's coming up with new maneuvers right here as we just watch him, seemingly out of nowhere.
Sydal trying to block Delirious's attempt, turns it around on him. Leg right across the chest, driving him down to the mat.
That was a leg lariat chop sort of maneuver.
That was
right
a
there.
pretty cocky cover right there by Sydal.
I think he definitely needed to put more weight on the man's chest, maybe hook a leg. Maybe he's taking this Delirious a little bit too much for granted right now.
Clubbing forearm across the back of Delirious.
Yeah, Delirious right now, definitely in trouble. And as I say that,
whoa! And Delirious fires back with a couple of his own.
that right there is what I was talking about with the mask. You can't tell exactly how much damage you've done to this man in the mask.
Elevating Sydal and just driving him face first to the canvas.
Kind of a diamond cutter style maneuver right there. It was very impressive maneuvers by both of these youngsters.
Don't take on the maneuver, hooking the leg of Sydal, but gets that shoulder up.
He didn't have enough weight on his chest right there. He had the leg hooked, but he didn't exactly have his center of gravity or center of his weight on that man's chest to be able to hold him down for the pin.
A very even matchup thus far.
I'm impressed by both of these guys, Mr. Prazak. Both of these guys giving it their all in Highland right here, and the fans are very appreciative of it, watching this match intently.
Camel clutch applied by Delirious, but Sydal trying to make his way back to a standing position. Elevates Delirious on his own shoulders.
What does that say about the strength of that man right now this far into the match?
Yeah, he's a very small competitor, but tremendous leg strength, elevating his opponent and driving him back down to the mat. Both men are down as referee Art Mendez applies a double count.
And the fans showing their appreciation for this contest. Both of these guys bringing it all they have to the IWA here in Highland.
Sydal, the first man to a standing position, lands a shot to the side of the head of Delirious. Delirious fires back with one of his own. Both men hitting very hard here.
Notice they switch their approach. They start out with the punch, but notice if you hit a man with a forearm, it's much like getting hit with a baseball bat as compared to hit with a rock.
Oh, what a kick!
Big super kick right there.
Sends Delirious down, but again, Sydal very worn down, not able to go for a cover right away.
He definitely needs to get on his man right now.
These strikes taking a lot out of both men. Sydal out to the ring apron now. Springboard to the top. Going for the springboard 450 splash, but Delirious gets the knees up into the midsection.
Nothing but knees right there. This could be the telltale sign of this match, Mr. Prazak.
Forearms across the back once again. Delirious now with a hold of the hands of Matt Sydal and drives him right on the back of his head.
Impressive match by both of these guys. Delirious with the victory. Got to give credit where credit is due. Matt Sydal giving a hell of a competition tonight. Going up against the newcomer here, Delirious, in a great matchup.